Nick, obviously, we were told everybody was able to participate today. What was trending, I guess, able to do?
Listen, we're at the stage now where we're doing game prep, right? So everybody was involved in all of what we were doing today. So we were just getting ready for Boston, cleaning up some stuff, and got one more of those quickies tomorrow before we hit the road, and then it'll be game time.
I think everybody starts season super optimistic. You feel as optimistic as you have in the past year?
I feel, I feel okay. Listen, I was saying this the other day is that I think we're digging ourselves out of a pretty big hole, right? And I think that um, we made a lot of progress, and we've worked hard, and but you got to go play the games now for real, right? And then you're going to really learn about your team and what progress you have made and how much of the hard work has paid off and can it get results, right? I mean, I think it feels good right now, the changes we've made. I think it feels good, some of the we talked about a little more speed and a little bit more athleticism and all that kind of stuff. We're just able to flow in both directions, or all directions better, right? Defensively, offensively, both with some pay, side to side, all directions. Um, so I'm looking forward to seeing where we are. I think it's a tremendous test for this group Wednesday to go on the road and play a team that's got a bunch of guys that have been playing together for forever. I know they got changes too, but they still have a core group that's been together forever, and we're looking forward to the test.
I apologize if this is fairly obvious. When you say digging yourself out of a hole, what do you mean by it?
Yeah, the amount of games we won last year, where we finished. Yeah.
Yeah, you just mentioned Boston. I guess it's like obviously there's not the same Boston team per se that you've seen the past couple of years. But what kind of talents do they present heading into opening night?
Well, they present a style of play that they've had going now for I don't know how many years, right? Play a lot of 5 out. They're going to play a lot of guys that can shoot the ball, right? They're gonna try to get you in mismatches, and they're just really good at playing one on one and scoring. And if they don't score, they find the open man, right? And that's usually a three ball. So it's the same. There's some of the names have changed and the pieces have moved a little bit for sure, but they're playing doing some similar things. Yeah.
Nick, thus far, what has been the biggest surprise to you about this group that you're
The biggest surprise. It's always hard. You guys always ask me for one big one. I mean, listen. I don't. I mean, what's the biggest surprise? I
in?
would.
Anything that they just stand
You
out?
know, not surprised about that. I mean, you look at some of the. I mean, Barlow's been a pretty big surprise. I thought he was. I mean, he's. But again, let's wait and see. But he's been a big surprise. I think Bone has been a nice surprise. I'm not giving you a whole lot. It's shocking here, I don't think, but those have been nice surprises. And just in general, like again, back over here, like digging out of that, there seems to be a little optimism, right? There seems to be, like it's not easy to get all that stuff. The work ethic, the togetherness. Uh, I don't know. I keep saying I'm happy with it. Am I surprised? A little bit because it's not that easy. These guys are. I'm just telling you. I got in here at 7:30 this morning, and there was two guys watching film over there, and there was one guy working out over there, and there's one guy. I mean, the work ethic and tone of trying to dig out is good. It's not. I don't know if it's surprising to use your word, but it's nice to see. Yeah.
Nick, do we think as much about like combinations of reserves as you do about your starting group? You know what I mean? Like putting groups together to play off of one another.
I would say this. I would say that you're constantly thinking about the rotations, right? So you're constantly thinking about the five guys that are on the floor. So that covers both of what you're talking about. I mean, you are constantly. I mean, and it's. I mean, I know you know this, but it's like when you're working, I always use out of bounds plays as an example. When you're working on out of bounds plays, you gotta make sure that those fit together with every rotation you've made, or that the guys feel comfortable. And so you don't have one wrong rotation and all of a sudden nobody knows how to run an out of bounds play. So there is a lot of thought that goes into that whole equation, a lot. And we've got guys moving, sliding up, sliding down, 3 guards, 2 bigs, right? There's a lot going on, which is good. I think it's good. It's hard work for my coaches to figure all that stuff out, but it's good to be versatile.
We've talked a lot about Tyrese's leadership throughout the preseason and sort of the stuff that he even organized during the off season. Would you sort of hear that he's inviting Justin to come to Dallas, and he's obviously makes an early impression on PJ and in LA and all that stuff? Just I guess how encouraging was that for you to see that actually coming into practice in sort of a non-formal type?
Yeah. I mean, listen, I think that probably from the moment I got here, well, not that's maybe not true, but once that Harden trade was made and we knew Tyrese was going to have to go to full time, here's the ball. We started working on this. Now you're running the team a little bit more. You got to be able to organize, and then that all falls under leading the team. Can we make plays that lead by example? Can we lead with our voice? Can we lead with our organizational skills? Can we lead now what you're talking about off the floor? And it's good. Listen, I think you guys probably just talked to him, and he's happy. He's a worker. He's in here early. He wants to practice. He wants to go over things, and that's part of being a leader too. That you got that mental motor that's capable to continue to work over and over every day, right?
Is there a moment during camp or during a preseason game where he maybe has spoken up in a way that you're like, oh, he wouldn't have done this 2 years ago, or okay, this is like a moment that he actually slid in?
There's been many this training camp, right? And I don't want to tell you what they are, but there's been many that would have been surprising. Seriously, that I wouldn't have done a couple years ago. Yeah, many.
To follow up on what we were talking about before, and sorry to keep harping on this, but how much does digging out of that hole include re-energizing the fan base? Because there is a lot of things to be hopeful and optimistic about.
Well, again, I said this before about the summer isn't that fun when you win the amount of games. We have the season we had last year. It's not any fun for a coach. You live your summers based on how your last season went. It's reality, right? Or for coaches it is. And I also said this is probably the answer to your question, is that my main goal is that when 2 people get up from their seats and are walking out the door, that they're saying, man, those guys played their asses off tonight. And we didn't do that a year ago. And that's what I'm striving for. And I think that's what this fan base deserves. And that's what we're going to keep striving for.
Tyrese, you talked about wanting to be in a flow state, periodically throughout this preseason. When did that sort of, I guess, theme or label, kind of just become straight?
I don't know. My little brother started saying that this summer. I just got a ticket from him.
Tyrese, what stands out to you most about this group overall?
Competitiveness, extremely competitive, extremely versatile. We can do a lot of different things. Got a lot of different guards that can do some different things, some bigs that can play a different position, a lot of talent. And I think this team is buying in early. So as long as we can stay in that same that space of buying into what we're trying to do, I think we have a good team, good opportunity.
Tyrese, it's obviously been a bit of a missed opportunity for Trendon, being down for a lot of this period. I guess how much confidence knowing him do you have that when he's healthy, he's going to be able to find a way to make this team better?
Oh yeah, he'll be all right. I mean, sometimes things happen, you get hurt, but when he's back out there, he'll be able to contribute. We have a lot of guys that'll step up. I think Barlow has really stepped up and kind of made his mark. And so what he can do out there on the court, Bowman as well. So we have some guys that can play that same little role position-wise.
What do you think this team's identity is?
Then we're going to try to play fast, play hard, have fun while doing it, and play different ways. I mean, like I said, with the talent that we have and the versatility that we can put out there on the court, it'd be nice if we play different ways. And every night we're going to try to play hard defensively, pick up the ball, just cause havoc, get out and run. But sometimes we're going to have to slow the game down. We do have Joel, we have Paul. Those guys are really good in the half court. But then we also do have BJ, Jared, Quentin, those guys as well, who are very good in the full court as well. So we'll see.
Do you think that benefits y'all too?
Yep.
Like being able to play the different styles?
Definitely benefits us. 100% sure.
You mentioned BJ by name, talking and playing with pace.
Yep.
Obviously, you had the preseason game the other day. What's it been like for you to see him kind of rise? And how's he been in that pace environment?
No, it's good. It's good. I mean, he's playing. I think when I first got back from Dallas, he was playing like a little slower, and then Nurse kind of made him speed up a little bit. My entire career, I think I've played pretty slower than usual. So us playing this high pace games, or being on board with that, playing high pace, and just kind of like telling us to attack and be aggressive. That's going to be good for him. Myself, Q, Jared, VJ, a lot of different guys. So it'll be good for us.
This is now your third season with Coach Nurse. Just how would you sort of compare, contrast, or how he's approached this preseason with you guys? Whether it's tactically, just motivation-wise, what you seeing different for him?
I think this training camp's been really good. Honestly, I mean, he's done a good job of. I think we've done a good job of having like games where they've been like spaced out, so we can get a lot of practice time in. This group needed a lot of practice time, honestly. Like, it's not a group that's been together. Honestly, only me and Joel really been here the last 6 years or whatever. He's been here longer, of course, but now we actually have a training camp to get acclimated. Guys getting back healthy. Jared wasn't healthy, but he was here every single day watching, and he's thankfully it's his hand, so he can kind of move around. He kind of see different things. So I think it's been good. Been really good. I mean, Coach Nurse has done a really good job. Staff has done a really good job, and now it's time for us to go out there and play extremely hard and execute.
Yeah, I saw you had your arm around Jared just now. Just in kind of those little moments, what are you trying to tell him?
I just told him I miss him, man. Miss playing with him. Can't wait for him to get back out here, man. It's just the offense will be good for him. The way we're playing will be good for him. And there's another weapon that we could use. The more weapons we have out there on the court makes us a lot more dangerous. And he's definitely a weapon.
You mentioned Marlo. I guess you see what Marlo's been able to do throughout camp, preseason. How in your eyes can he help guys like this?
Energy. He's tall. He's just wiry, and he gets a lot of weird offensive rebounds. He knows how to play basketball. That's just really, really good. He knows how to get out of the roles, and he knows his role. He knows how to play. Okay, this is my job. It's not my job. It's not to go out here and get 30. My job is to do this, do that in third, and get this guy over, get that guy over, get this offensive rebound, get this extra possession guard. He's done all those things in training camp, and can't wait to see what he looks like in the season.
You talked about playing a bit slow, but you're one of the fastest players in the league this year as you guys try and play with pacing. Are you trying to go full speed this year, or what's kind of the message from you?
My biggest thing is I've been trying to play in the preseason. I don't know if it's been noticed, but I'm trying to get the ball to the court as fast as possible. You know what I mean? The faster we get the ball to the court, the more opportunity we have to score, the more opportunity we have to play with pace and do different things out there in the half court. So that's my biggest thing. Listen, if I can get a rebound, I'm pushing. If I can get to the outlet fast, I'm getting up the court. But yes, I feel like I am maybe one of the fastest guys in the league sometimes. So it may benefit me.
You talked at Media Day about learning to counter those double teams and the blitzing and all that stuff, and really focusing on that as far as film study this summer. Just when you were sort of looking at that specifically, what were you trying to dissect, or just what did you learn from kind of maybe having distance to dive into that stuff?
It's a lot of things that you learn from it. You honestly learn, okay, man, I was sped up right here, went too fast right here. How can I manipulate where I want the ball to go? What defender I want in this action? That's the biggest thing that I really looked at this summer and worked on trying to this camp and this preseason. It wasn't so much about scoring. It was more okay, how can I, manipulate the game, whether it's for myself and for my teammates, and how can I make the game easier for them and myself as well. So I think that's the biggest step for me, and I've been working on a lot of different things. So we'll see how it goes.
What are kind of the keys for you when you head into an opener? What have you learned over the last couple of years that helps you get ready for the season and this kind of stretch run?
Yeah, just trust your work and just kind of breathe, meditate, don't overthink things. Yeah.
How much more comfortable do you feel with this group now than you might have when you first got here?
Yeah, so much. I'm starting to understand guys' tendencies and places to be on the floor and what to expect and kind of what my role is. So getting here early was very beneficial.
What do you feel like your role is? What do you think are sort of the key things that are going to be asked of you?
I feel like defense, just being active and being a great communicator on defense, bringing that energy, I feel like is helpful. And rebounding. The big fellas, they do a great job at rebounding, but the four men can help with that a lot. So rebounding, defense, and then Joel and Tyrese, PG, all these guys, they attract so much attention that knocking down that corner three or wherever I'm at, just knocking down that open shot.
You were kind of the first one to talk about the young guys all sort of coming together in the summer and sort of building that really strong rapport, the group chat, all that stuff. Was there a ringleader in that regard that sort of kind of brought you guys together? Did it sort of happen organically? Just kind of take me back to when that really started happening, I guess.
Yeah, honestly, everybody just has such a chill, laid-back personality. Like, I haven't really seen anything like this before. Like, this is cool. Everybody's comfortable within themselves. We have a healthy competition. Like, we can take things on the court, get physical, push each other, say words, and then go back to the locker room when we're talking about video games and whatever. And I've already hung out with some of the guys just outside of here. And for things to happen like that so quick, you don't feel like you're just coming to a job every day. Like, I actually wake up like, dang, I got to tell Janai this when I get there. I got to tell Justin this, or this happened yesterday. And I'm probably going to talk to some of these guys in a few hours when I get home on the game. So, like, these are actually, I could feel them, like, becoming my brothers, like, for real.
What's your game of choice?
2K.
Okay, and who's the best out of all you guys?
Oh, that's tough.
Justin, no comment to this question.
Yeah, Justin should no comment that question. I'm gonna say I'm definitely up there. Janai is pretty good though. He has a tall center that can shoot, so he be cheating.
Got it.
Is it all my player stuff, or do you do like actual NBA teams?
This is my player. Yeah.
Well, on the court so far, I know you're new to the team, but what would you say your identity is? Talking about the overall as a team.
Gritty. We have the young energy, but we also have the poise of like the vets and Joel, who kind of slows us down. So I think we'll be able to execute and get what we want offensively, just because we have those guys that put us in that position. But defensively, that's when the young energy kind of kicks in, and we got guys like VJ getting steals and guys on the bench, hyping everybody up. So I think we have the makeup for a great team.
I'm sure there's less of this because you've been in the league for a few years, but is there still like a palpable, let's get the first game going at the end of a preseason? Like, hey, we've gone through all these practices, we've done all this, but I just want to get out there and really compete.
For me, honestly, I've been enjoying the slow pace of just being in the preseason and practice. There's no rush. I know what comes with the season. Less minutes comes, less opportunity comes with that sometimes, and every game gets more stressful. So like sometimes the season isn't always the best part. It can become dark. So I definitely have enjoyed just being around the guys this preseason and what we've had and having this fun energy. So I haven't been in a rush, but I can definitely feel myself being excited to just see what we look like.
Last time you were in Boston, I think you had a career night. Does that, do you think about that at all? Does that actually matter, or is it just?
Yeah, it's in the back of my head. Trendon Watford actually reminded me today. He's like, man, you had a good game against Boston last time. Like you couldn't miss. I was like, oh yeah, you're right. Like that did happen. But it's happened in other arenas other years ago. So like you kind of lose track. But that was kind of recent. So it definitely is in the back of my mind.
Speaking of Trendon, obviously he's kind of missing out on an opportunity just with the injury and everything. Mm-hmm. How confident are you that when he does get healthy, he's just going to be able to plug right in and be able to contribute to you guys winning?
Yeah, no, I've been around Trendon a good amount now. I've seen how he operates, and he's just a hooper. He's a baller. So he's the last person you have to worry about. His feel for the game is just tremendous. So never ever have any doubt in him.
To the point of just this preseason and sort of taking advantage of it, how would you describe as your first time working with Nick Nurse kind of on a day-to-day basis like that?
Yeah.
Just, you've played for several coaches in your
Mhm.
life, including in the NBA. Just
Yeah.
what makes him unique, and what's that experience been?
Amazing so far. Everybody, of course, has their perspective with the coach they're with, the coach they had before. My perspective is amazing. And I stepped in his office and I told him the other day, like, just thank you for giving me the confidence to shoot the ball. You don't have to do that. Some coaches tell you when not to shoot, but they don't give you the confidence to keep shooting the ball. So him doing that, and even in practice, he stopped practice a couple times saying, that's the one I want you to shoot the ball. And I think that's just so helpful for players because we overthink the game and we're playing with such great guys that we don't know when we should shoot sometimes. So having a coach that really believes in you allows you to just take that step back and trust your work and even want to play harder for a leader like that just because he instills so much in you. So all great vibes. I haven't had this much fun playing basketball in a long time. So I've been grateful just for this experience here.
We've heard a few guys talk about VJ being a quick learner. What ways have you seen that, and what's it like being a young player in the league and trying to learn so many new things?
Yeah, no, he's just a natural. It just starts off with his dog mentality. Like he's just like a cool, calm, collected, like not gonna stress, not gonna overthink it. And sometimes I'm like, man, how's this rookie so like calm and collected? Like he's been here before. Like so that's different. He just picks up things quick. I think he has no problem sitting back, taking a rep out just to watch how an older guy does it, and then just perfect it in his own way. So he has all the keys for sure.